Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Make plans to spend the night of the 4th of July at the Keswick Tavern, as Luke Fox will be performing live from 8 to 11 p.m. with no cover charge. The show will be outside in the alley. Stop by and enjoy some live outdoor entertainment with Luke Fox at the Keswick Tavern. Luke is an Iowa country artist who plays Americana, roots, traditional, folk, and a whole lot more. So wrap up your 4th of July at the Keswick Tavern with Luke Fox from 8 to 11 p.m. The Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney presents the Faster Horses with opening act Neva Alden in concert Friday, July 18th at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney. The Faster Horses are your one-stop shop for both kinds of music, country and western. If you like high-energy 90s style country music, you're gonna love the Faster Horses. And Neva Alden is one of the best up-and-comers on the Iowa country music scene. And don't forget about the 3rd annual fair kickoff cook-off on Saturday, July 12th. It'll be here before you know it. The concert at the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney on Friday, July 18th. Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, "Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn." Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010.
You've just moved to an acreage and are excited about raising a few livestock. Hi, I'm Jody Henke. Plan your grazing area before moving the animals out to pasture, as you're living the country life.
Living the country life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic and from previous shows by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com. We'll return to the show after these messages.
Check out our full lineup of Successful Farming podcasts. The Successful Farming podcast goes in-depth into the topics that affect farmers and ranchers. The 15 Minutes with a Farmer podcast offers a quick conversation between an editor and a farmer. The SF Shorts podcast offers bite-sized interviews about agricultural topics. And the SF Daily podcast covers commodity markets, weather, and the big things happening in agriculture each morning. Search for Successful Farming wherever you download your podcasts. Interact with Successful Farming on social media. Like us on Facebook at Successful Farming USA and follow us on X at Successful Farm for tips, ideas, timely news, and information from our editors. Find us on Instagram at successful_farming and love the latest photo or video. And take a look behind the scenes with our editors on TikTok at successful_farming.
When you're designing a grazing paddock, analyze and measure the number of acres, then figure how many animals you can run on it. Ed Rayburn is a forage agronomist at West Virginia University. He says the first thing to look at is how the land lays as it relates to soil types and topography.
Some land will lay real steep, some land lays real flat, and it does relate to the geology under the surface, which in itself relates to soil type and conditions. Topography also impacts supplying water to the paddocks. So not only are you looking at soil situations, you're looking at ease of getting water to those paddocks.
Animals need access to water within 800 feet of any point in the pasture. Advances in water systems make it easier to ensure there's always water available. Where the soil is in retention to creeks has a major impact on drainage, which then affects what kind of forage will grow. Rayburn says it's best to minimize the differences in soils within the paddock so that forage growth will be fairly uniform. Calculate where the fencing boundaries will be by the species and number of livestock, the amount of forage mass that can be produced, and your production goals. You also have to decide whether you want the fencing to be permanent or movable.
I do encourage them to look at using some temporary fencing to fine-tune, especially in critical times. As you get into a drought period, a farmer, I think, benefits from being a little more critical in their management than when things are going real good.
Find more tips for designing an effective paddock at livingthecountrylife.com. I'll see you in the country.
Living the Country Life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.